Pete the Mighty Baby is an adorable episode of Mickey Mouse Funhouse that's all about the importance of reading warnings. This is the second segment of the 18th episode of the second season, and in this episode, everybody's off to visit Pete and to meet Pete's mother. And when they get there, they're obviously wearing the wonderful outfits that they always wear when they visit Pete. I think visually it looks absolutely stunning. And they come across the Fountain of Youth. And this fountain has a warning on it, and Chip and Dale tell Donald Duck, don't go in the fountain without reading the warning. But Donald is too hot, he just wants to cool off. He goes into the fountain without reading the warning, and it turns out that if you play in the fountain's waters, you will turn into a baby. And both Pete and Donald turn into baby versions of themselves. Now, the antidote is pretty simple. All you need to do is go back in the water before the arrow of the clock points upwards, before it points to 12, basically. And that seems straightforward, but just when Mickey, Daisy, Minnie, and Goofy are about to solve this problem, Donald and Pete, the babies, go off in a chariot. And they have to chase them all over and try and find a way to get them back into the fountain before the clock strikes 12. And the narrative itself is not the most interesting for me personally. I didn't find it that engaging, but I did find it adorable. Pete is cute. Donald is so precious. There's actually a classic Disney cartoon that's not actually anything like this, but it does feature Donald Duck sitting in the Fountain of Youth. And it put me in mind of that cartoon. The narrative's very different though. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are in that cartoon. Can't remember the name of it. It might be Donald's Fountain of Youth. Either way, definitely worth checking out. It's very cute, and so is this episode. Absolutely adorable. And of course, the message there about making sure you read signs and read warnings before you do anything is crucial for us of any age, but particularly for young children who may not quite be aware of the dangers that surround them. What's great about this as well is that the warning was actually told in pictures, so for very young children, or for anybody who would be unable to read a written sign, I think there's an element of relatability there where they can look at the pictures, the visual representation, and work out what it means from that. Really clear message with adorable animation. It's so sweet. It's really very cute. Definitely a very fun episode, but with an important message. As I said, the narrative didn't appeal to me as much as some others, but either way, I thought it was pretty cute and definitely a pretty decent episode.